when I took out my music, firstly I was laughed at. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they were discriminating my music. Yeah, I was making noise, and whatsoever. But like I still went with it until people understood it.
You missed an exam
Yeah.
to go to a gig.
I used to like produce music like in the AMs. By 6 I must be up, by 7 I must be at school. Then there was this just amount that literally just shocked me.
Are you going to tell us the amount?
Nah. And then that song literally changed like the whole Vigro thing. You know, there's one person, he's from SA and he's an international DJ. He played like a huge role. The goal is literally like just to be bigger than him.
Hey guys, welcome to an episode of With Nyasha Michelle, and I'm very excited because I am joined by a guest who I told multiple times before we pressed record that I'm really looking forward to talking to him. Vigro Deep. How are you?
I'm all good, and you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. You're off the back of a high of playing at a set yesterday. You've got more things happening when you go back home, you told me earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you do that live? Like, you know what this guy told me? He said that you sometimes can play 5 shows a day.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Yeah, it's part of being a DJ.
Oh.
Yeah, seriously. So whether or whatsoever, as long as there's money coming in, yeah, you just need to, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. But actually, I want to know, firstly, what is a defining moment that set you on the path that you are on today?
Okay. So I'd basically say, you know, how I started like doing this music thing. I always knew that, you know what, I wanna be doing music and myself because I feel like this music thing has been a thing, especially like from my background.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went with it. And then I was just being me. I tried doing hip hop, it didn't work. Then I went to house music, and then I ended up at Amapiano. And then what literally defined me was like being true to myself and sticking to my own sound.
Okay. I hear people say the be true to yourself thing, and I agree with it.
Yeah.
But I also live in a world where I see that sometimes it's hard for people.
Yeah.
Especially if you are trying to make something of yourself and to stand out.
Yeah.
Some people might not even like what you're doing.
Okay.
Then it's like, so how Amapiano make you feel different?
Oh, okay.
And for you to be like, actually, this is the sound, this is me, I'm going to go with it, and I know it's going to take me where I want to go.
Okay. So firstly, it was never an easy thing.
Yeah.
When I took out my music, firstly I was laughed at. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they were discriminating my music. I was making noise, and whatsoever. But like I still went with it until people understood it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't say whether you like my music or not, or I'm gonna change it because you don't like it. Yeah, I stayed on my lane. Yeah. That's why even now today, like, there's so many genres. There's Amapiano, there's whatsoever, but I don't say I'm an Amapiano DJ or producer whatsoever. I do everything.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that a bit later because there's some sounds that you are doing that is, I wouldn't necessarily say that's completely out of what we're used to hearing from you, but you are doing some like new sounds, particularly like recently. Maybe you can just talk to me now about your recent project with Jazik.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So the project is actually crazy. We did it probably last year somewhere in Jan. Yeah. So we're busy with the project and whatsoever. Then we gave it a bit of time. Then we released it when probably summer, and summer's like September in SA.
Yeah.
So it was a good project. It's 2 friends combined. Yeah, it was just fun, like working around it. Yeah.
And what's the sound that you guys have got out of that one?
Okay. So that one is a fuse of what can I say? Because there's so many sounds there.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So the only issue is that I can't define my sound.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm always creative, and also from his side, he comes with his like own sound. Yeah, so we just like two minds being in one place. Yeah.
Are you gonna bring back Gum?
Yeah.
Would you?
No, let me not say I'm gonna bring it back. Gum is there, right?
Yeah.
But like, I want to do it different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How?
Yeah.
Because I love Gum. Before Amapiano, I actually remember having an online argument with someone because they were asking me what type of music I like, and then I was like, Gum is my thing, man.
Yeah.
There's this you've played there, the Afro Nation.
Yeah.
I remember the very first time I went to Afro Nation, me and my friends went just because of the distraction boys.
Oh yeah.
And then I was talking to somebody else, and he was like, "Oh no, forget that. That's dying. You should go into Amapiano." I was like, "No way, it's not." And then of course I love Amapiano anyways. But Goma hasn't necessarily experienced the same global success that Amapiano has. So it's great to hear that artists like yourself are like, listen, well, I'm still gonna continue doing it. It hasn't died. Just because people don't know about it.
Yeah. It hasn't died. The thing is, there's a few people that made it like out of Gom, right? There was actually a day that I went to Devon. I was there like for just a few gigs. I literally even stayed there like a week. Yeah, because I knew I liked the sound, but I wasn't sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went to a few clubs there. I was like, you know what? I'm hearing something different. So yeah, it was just me being there, like learning. You understand? As like how I'm everywhere in the world. Probably when I get to London, Paris, or whatsoever, like there's something that I learn from.
Okay.
Yeah, especially maybe rave music. Can be electro, can be anything. Yeah, I just learn something and grab it, and then when I get back home, I use what I had. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What type of sounds have you got from London? Is there any sounds that London has inspired you with at all?
Yeah, which is what's this hip hop thingy? Is it drill?
Hey,
Yeah,
drill.
yeah.
What is it? No, drill music.
Yeah, drill music. Yeah,
you like it?
Yeah, I do like it. Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you have an artist that is your favorite artist?
Okay. There's so many. Yeah, it's Skepta.
Okay.
Stormzy. Who else? Who else? Oh, Central C, obviously.
Yeah, everybody loves Central C.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Would you ever collaborate with a UK drill artist? And if you did, who would you pick?
Oh, I'd go with Pasalu because I did something with him. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
You did? Okay. Okay.
Or also, who's this guy? The guy that made Killers in the Jungle with Skrillex.
Hey, you're asking the. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I also work with them. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So those are really interesting sounds. You've got like UK drill, and then we've got your Amapiano sounds. But like musically, you're really talented. One of the reasons why I wanted to talk to you is the fact that like I've been told, I didn't know a lot about you like a while ago. Of course I know about you now. But a few years ago when I didn't know about you, somebody started talking and telling me about what makes you so different. And one of the things was like, dude, like he's so young. A lot of people were so excited, but the fact that you were so young and really, really talented.
Yeah.
So I want to go back first to the name Baby Boy.
Yeah.
Why they call you that?
Oh, actually, because getting back to this hip hop thing, I used to like Aries a lot. So Aries as I wouldn't say South African. I can probably say an international artist, which is Aries from South Africa. So yeah, his name is the other name. They call him Baby Boy. So yeah, so I used to like bumped into like jam into his music.
Yeah.
And then some people were saying that I look like him. And then so they started calling me Baby Boy. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Very interesting. And also when it comes to your move into music, you have such an interesting story.
Yep.
I watched you in a podcast and you were talking about you when you missed an exam to go to a gig. Talk to me about that. What made you choose? Because it's like, wait, like, do I do this exam or do I go to a gig? Talk to me about that and how your life changed after that.
Okay, so basically this music thing, it became too much to a point where like it was disturbing like me with my school things and whatsoever, because I used to like produce music like in the AMs. Yeah. So AMs, probably wake up by what time? By 6 I must be up, by 7 I must be at school.
Yeah.
So I used to sleep around 4 a.m. So
wow.
You understand? So it was like a rest for like 2 hours, and then the next day I must go to school. So this gig started like getting shows and whatsoever. And started like from, small amounts, then then there was this just amount that literally just shocked me. Yeah. While I was in the exam room. You understand?
Are you going to tell us the amount?
Nah. but it's cool. Yeah.
Okay.
So how much is thingy? 20,000 rands in thingy in pounds?
It's about £800. About £800.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were what, like 16, 17?
Yeah, I was probably 17, 18.
That's a good amount of money.
Yeah, trust me. That was like the most money I've ever seen like while at that age.
Yeah.
And then so my thing was like, you know what? They booked me for this thing, and funny enough, I was performing at some school. Yeah.
So you skipped your own exam at school to go and perform at another school. Okay.
Yeah. So I got there early in the morning and whatsoever. Then I saw a notification there. I was like, you know what? Maybe probably this is a mistake or something. You understand? Yeah. So, but like the way people helping me and then whatsoever, like it was a show or maybe a gig that they were speaking about that we were not even sure of. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So it got serious, and then I was like, yo, this is like amount of money, and I'm here. If I write this exam, then I have to return back the money. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Actually, let me risk it. Yeah, because this is too much money. Yeah. You understand? So I was like, you know what? Probably let me just go with the money, and then this school thing, I'll just see it. Yeah.
So was it an easy decision for you to make?
It wasn't, because of actually, I was gonna like disappoint my parents and also and stuff like that. But I actually thought of it as like, what's the end goal? Is it me going to school, working 9 to 5, or me, you understand, taking a shortcut that's literally a path for me?
Yeah.
And then still I'm coming back with money. So what's the easiest route?
I can't blame you. I totally get that.
Yeah.
I was saying to you earlier about the fact that like I've gone to university, Not only have I gone to university and gotten a bachelor's degree, I also have a master's degree in this here England. And sometimes me and my friends vent about the fact that when you look at your payslip, that student loan coming out, it's the most annoying thing. Like, because it's a bunch of money and you're just like, really? For what, really? And there are so many people in this world who've still cultivated very successful careers, even without doing like the traditional university route. So then what happened after that? Did you carry on going to school? Did you quit? Because you dropped out of school at some stage, right?
Yeah, I did. So what happened was, I think I went to the gig, I came back.
Yeah.
So, because I was very young by that time, so I was like, you know what, let me actually go withdraw the whole money and whatsoever. Then I took it home, I put it in my wardrobe. And after that, and then I tried going back to school. I think there was a time where I was literally just, you understand, closer to the gate of my school, and then I was like listening to my music and say, what's the point? Because like the money is there now, and there's still gigs like coming. You understand? So it was a very tough decision. It was like, you know what, I think let me just go tell my mom. I sit everyone down, even my dad. Like, you know what, I don't think this school thing, I'm gonna carry on with it.
Yeah.
Because of if I did make 20,000 in an hour, so I could probably make more.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So they were like, you don't accept it, but prove us wrong. Yeah.
And prove them wrong you did. All right, I just have to interrupt the podcast for this exciting opportunity. Home ownership. If you're dreaming of owning a modern, secure home in Zimbabwe, listen up. This is for you. Velda Estates is making that dream into a reality with Spitzkop Gardens, a brand new gated community to the west of Harare. They've got stands available right now, and the best part, you get to build your home from a selection of sleek, modern designs. So whether you're planning your first home or looking for a smart investment, this is the place to be. So don't wait. These stands won't last forever. Hit up Velda Estates on Facebook, Instagram, their website, or you can even call them. All the details are on the screen. So get started on building the future you deserve. Now back to the show.
Yeah, I did.
So your parents, as you say, they were like, okay, prove us wrong.
Yeah.
And of course, prove them wrong you did. How did your dad feel? Because your dad is DJ Spring.
Yeah.
And he's one of the founding members of Godfather of House, right?
Yeah.
So did he want you to go into music? How did he feel about you deciding not only you doing music as maybe like a hobby or whatever, but now you've come and you've said, I'm quitting school completely. I'm going to pursue this.
Yeah. So from his side, he never wanted me to like do music because of he felt like the way how he got into the music industry thing like was never an easy thing for him. So he thought of the same ways that I'm gonna go through, you understand, and whatsoever. So either or he wanted, but like he didn't want to show it. Yeah. So for an example, like as a DJ, like there's necessary things that you need to have. Like first thing, you must make sure that you have USBs, headphones. You don't borrow headphones and stuff like that. So that's from a culture that I'm from. So he used to be even hard about it. Like how are you a DJ but you don't have headphones? But like I came back to my senses. Like, you know what? It's not that he doesn't want. But then he's showing me in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, you know what, just go to school or whatsoever, or probably maybe do something different and stuff like that. I know this music thing. It's your talent. There's nothing that I can stop from that. But things that I've went through, I so wish that you do something different. Yeah. But that's why I came to this part of like, let me prove you wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. That this music thing is for me. Yeah. So yeah. It literally took me like from leaving school, just a few months. Then he saw changes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what were some of those changes? Because actually, I want to actually talk, and in this, let me know if this is part of it.
Yeah.
You've spoken about Black Power being the song that really changed your life. Yeah. How did it do that? And what else? What was happening around your life that you know?
By that time, I think I already knew what I wanted to do, and my music production thing was getting it was getting there, right? So the way how the song was made and why I called it Black Power, I don't think I had a reason by that time, but like it actually makes sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand? So that song, I didn't have any monitors, any studio equipment and stuff like that. Yeah, I only had like a laptop that I was producing through. And then an HDMI cable that I literally stole from my mom's DSTV thing. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was not around. She was at church. And then there was only like a few hours that I had. Then I produced the song with the TV speakers. Yeah, so everything was well mastered and whatsoever. That's where I saw the talent in it. Yeah, and then that song literally changed like the whole Vigro thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people were like, oh, where's this sound coming from? It's proper, it's mastered well and whatsoever. Me, by that time, I'm thinking, you know what, I'm just doing. Yeah. So I started hearing the song playing everywhere. There was a time I was in a taxi, I was with my mom, she had the song on the radio. And then she was like, no, I think I remember hearing this song in your room. Yeah, it's like, oh, this is the song that I made.
Jeez.
Yeah. Jeez. So that's when I saw like the smile in her face and whatsoever. So yeah.
Wow. what is the process like of getting your music out there? Because I'm not, for example, in the music industry, right? But we've seen how it used to be like back in the day. You know, people be like passing out cassettes and stuff. What is it like in South Africa?
Oh, especially now, everything lives on the internet.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So I had friends that were DJs, bigger DJs than me by that time. So I was just passing through music through them, sending them songs. They were coming to my house. Yo, can you send me songs, exclusives and stuff like that? So I was like, you know what? Let me just give people music so that it can make noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whether me, by that time I was not even perfect to DJ, you know, so I was like, you know what, as long as the bigger guys have the music, then I'll follow after.
Okay. You know what? That reminds me of this. There's a video that I saw of you, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to talk to Vigro and not show him this video and just ask just about what was going on in your life. How old were you? I'm going to let you watch the video first.
Oh, yeah?
And then I can ask you the questions. So let me put the volume up.
Okay. Yay.
The talent.
Yeah.
The talent is wild. How old were you? Do you remember?
I think 19.
You're 19?
Yeah.
How did you learn to play like that? Just tell me about like yourself at that stage. You know, how you got to that stage of being able to play like that. Yeah. But also at that stage of your life, did you know what the vision was for the future for yourself?
Yeah, I think I knew the vision, but like I just trusted whatever that was happening. You understand? So how I learned how to play, let me start with producing. My dad was making music and I learned through him. Yeah, so he never got to a point where, you know, like, yeah, you have to do this, do that, and whatsoever. Then that's how you make a song. Yeah, I got some few friends that literally taught me how to do this production thing. So that's where even the name came from. There was a group of us. We literally like 5 people in one song and whatsoever. So by that time, some of us from that group that we were, like, some of they didn't make it, right? Because of, I don't think they had the same mindset as I had. Because I was working as hard than them. I feel so. Because of either though I'm learning something through them, there were people who were literally like better than me. Yeah. But like I was like, you know what? When I get back home, like I need to, you understand, practice what I've learned.
I need to be on this.
Yeah. So how I learned to play a piano was literally a keyboard. So so this keyboard it's a PC keyboard. Yeah. Yeah. So the letters we were just we had to know what key is it and whatsoever. Wow. So I was playing with the keyboard and then I took each and every letter that I was pressing there and then marked from the piano keyboard that I was using. Yeah. So basically what I was doing from the PC keyboard, I took it to the piano keyboard. Then that's how I learned to play it. I was never perfect, but then I learned it and no one taught me it. Yeah.
You know what that reminds me of?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. Yeah. Have you seen the Netflix documentary about him, The Last Dance?
Nah, I didn't check it.
When it came out, in the UK at least, it was massive. So many people were watching it and talking about it, and also in America. I've actually watched it twice, and I don't watch things more than once most times. And one of the reasons about it is, of course, everybody knows MJ, and he's super inspiring. But one of the things about his stories is like he would be the first on the court, the last one off. Like he would go hard and go ham, and like, you know, sometimes that's how greats are made. And he has said that there were other people who were really good at basketball, like a lot better than him, but like they were just not as hungry as him. Yeah. So then for you, how did that hunger change your life? Because you also worked on Scorpion Kings, right? The first Scorpion Kings. What was your part in that, and how has your relationship with the Scorpion Kings also like evolved and manifested over time?
Yeah. So my thing in music was I'd say in a day I'd literally make maybe probably like as many songs. Like 30 minutes was just too long for me. That's how quick I used to make music. So how I met Scorpion Kings, so there was actually a trend that I set. So there was this thing called data file host. So it's a link where you can literally leak your music, because I had no label by the time. So I think it got like 60,000 downloads in less than an hour.
Wow. Okay.
So my music was just everywhere. So that's how Pori noticed me. It's like, oh, there's this kid from Pretoria. His sound is like we don't understand the sound, but like everyone is loving it. So we just don't understand what's happening. So he came to where I stay. He took me there, and then I stayed in his place for like 2 weeks. So that's when I met Kabza the Small. So they were working on Scorpion Kings 1. So I worked on Scorpion Kings as well. So there was a few projects that I was helping there with and whatsoever. So that's where even Vula Vala came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for you, it's not like the Nepo baby. As in, like, it's not like, oh, just because daddy was in the music industry, then he just, was scooped up. You literally hustled your way. Okay. So then, did that change your hunger? The fact that you couldn't necessarily say, oh yeah, my dad would do this for me. He would open that door.
No, even with that, remember what I said, like I need to prove to them. So after getting gigs and leaving school, I got my first apartment. Then I moved out.
Hey.
Yeah.
So the gigs were paying for it. You were proving it. Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I can't be saying I'm leaving school and then and then I'm gonna make noise in my mom's house with the music and stuff like that. You understand? So I just needed to give them space, and also me, I need to be comfortable with whatever that I'm doing, and then actually go back and say, look what I've done.
What were some of the things that you learned during the time that you spent with Kabza and Pori? Of course, you've worked with them more now, but is there anything during that period that you picked up that you're like, okay, yo, this is inspiring me, I'm gonna pick this on? Or
so I think firstly, because Pori has been around for too long. What I've learned from Kabza is that he was also hungry, right? So that's when, like, me meeting him, I was like, oh, there's actually people who are even hungry than me. You understand? He was doing music in some other way, because he was staying in Alex. It's a small township. And then he was just doing wonders. And the way how I met him, we literally just like clicked. The first time when I met him, he was like, you know what? When you meet someone and literally tells you about his whole life, like he doesn't even know you and stuff like that. So then he's like to me, yo, I've heard your music, and I would say I'm a fan. I like what you do. And also I was like, you know what? You don't know what you did in my music career when it started. Because I was listening to him. Because he's one of, you understand, like, would say founders of Amapiano and stuff like that. By the time, like, maybe probably 2014, 2015, he was there. Him and MFR Souls, they were dominating, and some other people.
How did your life change from that point of view to maybe where you are now?
Okay.
From that stage to where you are now?
After that, like, I started doing bigger things, right? Remember, I was doing gigs locally. As soon as I've done with the first Scorpion Kings, and then I took out my first album. I met with Oskido. So Oskido he's been a mentor to me. So he has a label which is Kalawa. He also mentored DJ Maporesa.
Okay.
So so I was under his arm, and then he was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a good path for you so that you don't struggle, you don't do this and whatsoever. Because like you know how industry is, like it's full of, you understand, people who literally like just take away your things. Yeah. Then 2019, was it 2019 or 2020? But like somewhere in Jan or Feb, I got my first gig in London.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did a whole tour. It was Birmingham, Manchester, London. And then, yeah, that's how everything changed. It's like, you know what? As soon as I got here, they were like, you actually the second person who came to play Amapiano here.
Oh, so
yeah,
you also were pretty, were right at the beginning.
yeah.
That's cool as well.
Mm.
Do you remember that first time that you came in? How did it feel like for you to be playing in the UK? Not necessarily just, okay, you're playing in the UK, you're playing in London or whatever.
Yeah.
But to have come from that boy who said, I'm not going to the exam.
Yeah.
And now you're playing internationally.
Yeah. I think let me just say it from my side. I don't think there's any excitement in it, right? Because of the goal that I have.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So it was crazy looking at my age, doing this and whatsoever. Like it didn't get to my head that, you know what, you literally moved from this. In my mind is always like, do something more. Like let's go get something more. You understand? So yeah, I'm that person. I can't even say as much as how I am now. I'd say, you know what, I need to look back and celebrate. Nah, I still want more. Yeah.
So what is the biggest goal that you're going for?
The biggest goal is probably, you know, there's one person, he's from SA and he's an international DJ, which is Black Coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. You understand? he played like a huge role in my career, the way how I was following up like his footsteps. The goal is literally like just to be bigger than him. Yeah.
Okay.
Bigger than whoever, bigger than Drake, whether he does hip hop whatsoever. Yeah, bigger than everyone. Yeah.
So we're gonna be getting the Grammys.
Yeah.
We're gonna be playing in the World Heritage Centers. We're gonna be an international name. Okay. I'll be right there next to, I mean, behind you at least. Just be like, all right, cool. Now you see you get in there. That's really exciting. Do you have certain things? You don't have to tell us your whole life plan, but how do you, outside of working hard and going for it, how do you envision yourself getting that? Because if you think about it, there's a bunch of people watching right now. A lot of people who know you, who love you, and who are inspired by what you've achieved, right? And I'm sure quite a bunch of them will be thinking, yo, like, how did he do it outside of the drive that you have? And just working hard. What else would you say was one other thing that really played a role in the success that you've gained now? And that's going to make you bigger than Black Coffee.
Okay. So, yeah, probably it's like other things, like not just music generally, but yeah, I've been thinking and I've been planning, and then this are things that I'm trying to do, right? So I'm also like into fashion. Yeah, I like clothes. Yeah, seriously. So there's brands that I've started, was forever and stuff like that. So it's still in the process. Because of why brands and stuff like that. I started by doing brands before doing music. Yeah, I was just into clothes. I liked I was drawing. I was an artist. Yeah.
Hey, okay. So you can play, you can produce, you can also sketch.
Yeah, I can sketch. Yeah.
Okay.
And also in SA, just opened my own club because I've been doing a few events, a few shows, doing bigger things and whatsoever. It comes back to music. I just have to do it different.
Yeah.
Like different in a way of like, we see you DJ and whatsoever, but like, what can you show us? You understand? So the bigger goal is to probably make music live.
Make music live.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. So the way how Amapiano is, I've seen some videos there. Hey, Amapiano, this tutorial and whatsoever. Like they make it look heavy, which is a very simple thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So I wanna show this to the world and say, you know what, this is how you can literally make a song. So while I'm performing, everything is gonna be live. A song is gonna be being made like during the set. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So you will literally be showing people, I guess, like your process?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can do a masterclass.
Yeah.
Is it a masterclass, or are you more talking like you've pressed the live on like the TikTok, the Instagram and stuff, and people just tune in and just watch it?
I'm not thinking of that. Everyone knows how to use FL Studio, how to use Ableton or whatever platform that they use to produce. So now I'm trying to show them how to do it in a fun way.
Okay.
Yeah, because most of the
Gotcha.
songs, if we be truthfully, hits and whatsoever are made in good vibes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You understand? So as long as there's a vibe, everyone is there, is visualizing it, everyone is having fun, you also having fun. You
Yeah.
can literally make it hit.
Whilst you're having fun.
Yeah.
And that makes me think, are those the circumstances under which you make your music?
Yeah. So me when I make music, mostly I'm alone. Yeah, when I make music, because I don't like disturbances and stuff like that. I have to be in a good vibe.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't just go to studio like blank and stuff like that and whatsoever. Sometimes it happens, but like, yeah, I need to feel something.
Yeah.
Yeah, then that's when I go to the studio and say, like, you know what, now I know something is gonna come out.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the person who is like an Amapiano hater or doesn't understand Amapiano and maybe says, oh, most Amapiano songs kind of all sound the same.
Yeah.
Right? What would you say to them?
Like, just believe whatever you want to believe. But like, as a person, if you really want to like give it a chance, like find what you love, because it's pointless to discriminate what you don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
And what song of yours would you tell them? Go listen to this and it will tell you what I mean.
Okay.
Or change your mind.
Okay. I'll name one of my best songs.
Yeah.
Piano King. Yeah. So if you listen to that song, like it literally tells you, like it gives you all the vibes. There's organs, there's different bass lines. Basically, that song was just a statement of like, you know what, anything is possible. Or also another song, if you listen to more vocalist songs, that's why Amapiano has so many genres. Yeah, there's soulful, there's hard piano, there's Vigro, you understand? Yeah. So yeah, you can literally find something that you feel like you're gonna belong to.
Okay. And actually, with you having mentioned your name, I also want to ask you what the inspiration behind your name is.
Oh, because of my star sign. I'm a Virgo. Yeah, so my birthday is in 6 September, so which is Virgos. I had friends that I told the name about, and then they were like, you know what, Virgo is too soft.
Okay.
Yeah, so why don't you make it like a bit more angry? Yeah, like Vigro. You understand?
Yeah. It does have a punch to it, actually. Yeah. And then where does the deep come in?
Oh, deep as my dad's side, because he was doing deep house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. How do your parents feel about the success that you've achieved now?
Yeah. It's overwhelming to them, because of like there's always like a second step that I always go to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're very proud. Yeah. Or let me just say I'm really shocking them now. They're very like, okay, let me just say from my father's side, he used to tell me this. It's like, you know what, I feel like you haven't reached where like you wanna reach. Yeah. I think he knows like my goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, just do more. Like now you're just playing around. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So he knows your potential. It's like he's like
he knows.
pushing you. He's like, all right, cool. This still ain't the top. Like, or you know, like you can literally do even more. You're capable of even more.
Because he's also one of the people that literally played with Black Coffee and stuff. Yeah, he told me all the stories. You know, Black Coffee, before he became Black Coffee, he was that person. I didn't know who he is, but yeah, I just saw that guy there playing with vinyls, and I was like, hey, he used my vinyls and whatsoever. So I was like, okay, but you haven't gotten there yet. Might as well you've just met them or you're friends with them, but yeah.
That's an interesting thing though, but also undeniably a very good thing to have such a supportive parent.
Yeah.
That makes a difference.
Yeah.
Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I do have siblings, yeah.
Older, younger?
I have a little sister.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and a bigger sister. The bigger one, she's literally like, her name is Lesedi. And yeah, she's 1 year older than me.
Ah, you guys are twins, my guy.
Yeah, we are, yeah. And then the little one, she's 20 years old now, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And what do they feel about you and the success that you've achieved?
Trust me, they see nothing, eh? They just see a brother, yeah. Yeah, trust me. Only thing that you know, yeah, you're gonna call, yeah, there's some pair of sneakers that I need.
Yeah, give me money, my
yeah,
guy.
give me money, send something, yeah. You understand? So they just see a brother. They don't see like the bigger person in me and whatsoever. So yeah, we just
sometimes that keeps you down to earth though, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
it does. Yeah.
Not to say that everybody will like you have like a big head or whatever, but it's quite important to have people within your lifestyle, your circle, who kind of keep you down to earth. Who are some of those people throughout your industry, your career, who have kept you down to earth, still focused, but kept you down to earth?
As I've mentioned, Oskido. Yeah, he's one person who's very successful. So he's like to me, you are entering into like a new chapter and you've done so much. And I feel like don't let fame get into your head. Then don't let money control you. And yeah, always just be humble and respect people.
Okay.
Yeah. And then also my family, it's that thing of like, it's always a good thing that they don't view you as a person who's literally you understand? Yeah, they just see you as a kid. Like, yeah, you're a child to them.
You always be in it.
Yeah.
And then collaborator. You've collaborated with so many different people. Who's someone that really has had a really interesting impact in your life that's even changed the way that you look at music, your path to life, etc.?
Okay. That person was Skrillex.
Yeah?
Yeah. So it was actually funny when I met him. He sent me a DM and it's like, yo, I'm seeing you playing at yo, what's the show? I think was it the Mag or what? Boiler Room. Yeah, I was playing at Boiler Room. It's like, yo, I'm around and I'm hoping to see you set. I was like, hey, I used to, you understand, see music videos of this guy. You understand? Yeah, he worked with a lot of people, like Justin Bieber. You can name them all. So I was like, this is the actually craziest thing that has ever happened to me. So he changed the point of view from how I was seeing music, because he does dubstep, he does hip hop, he does basically everything. So he's like to me when I asked for an advice of like, as much as now there's so many competitors, there's pressure, then there's these things. How do you overcome those things? It's like, you know what, just be you. Do what you believe in and never be too scared to try something new.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how I've been like, you know what, that's why now the new music that's coming, like I feel like I'm on my own lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to sound like that next person, but like I want to sound like myself. Yeah.
Wow. I love that. Just give us a moment to take that. Because that's really good advice that someone can take literally into any part of their life, which I think is really cool, which I'm going to take as well and put into my own life. And, you know, like, I'm sure you get people who notice you. Do people recognize you on the streets?
Yeah, they do.
What's one of the weirdest request you've ever had from a fan or even from an artist?
Okay, I think from a fan, the weirdest one, because I was actually being new into this thing. Yeah, some other girl like literally just tattooed like my name on her breast.
No.
Yeah, so I was like, hey.
Seriously.
How do I deal with the situation? Do I say remove it or sorry or whatsoever and stuff like that?
Sorry.
You understand? Yeah. But like I did make it up to her. There's a few shows that I went to. I've like took her to come with and whatsoever. It's like, you know what? At this point, like leave the comments and also because some other people were just saying, you're very stupid and whatsoever and stuff like that. That person doesn't even know you and whatsoever. You understand? So it's like, you know, just leave the bad comments and whatsoever. And then just do whatever. If you want to remove it, I can help you. Then we pay for that, you remove it, but then just do you. Like I'm here if you want any help.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Does she still have the tattoo?
Now I don't think she but I haven't been seeing her whatsoever. Yeah. So but I don't think now she has it but it was a long time ago thing. Yeah.
That's a hardcore fan.
Yeah, it is.
From your perspective, help us to understand because a lot of us, we're not in your celeb shoes. Yeah. How does it feel when people want so much of you?
It's crazy and it's overwhelming. Sometimes you just get to wish if, because some other people wouldn't just see you as normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, for an example, I was just driving, back in like when I was in SA. There's this gig that I went to. Someone literally was just crossing the road and then he saw me driving there. Like she literally just screamed and passed out. Yeah. You understand? So
what?
You be in a position of like you don't know like what's happening. You understand? So some other people like were coming, they thought maybe I hit her or whatsoever. So I'm like, hey, you see now things that are happening. So even some people, like when you're playing and whatsoever, like they can be a bit too much on you. Yeah. And then I always tell people, like, as much as I respect people, like I want to be respected as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Amapiano gigs can be very intimate in terms of like how the closeness that people have to you guys as the DJs. But to be honest, don't ever lose that. Yeah. Because I know that I speak for a lot of people. Yeah. It adds to the vibe. It adds to the connection. It's sweaty though. Yeah. It is. It's sweaty. It's hot. It's a lot. Yeah. But it adds to it. Okay, so we're gonna do a segment called Parse the Mic, which is where we get our guests to leave a question for the next guest. Okay. So the question that you have to answer is, what is one of the most challenging things that you've experienced in life? Yeah. And how did you overcome it?
I had friends that literally had like a big of an ego to say thank you to the things that I was doing for them. Yeah. So either or and whatsoever, they never viewed me as a person who literally has a way forward, right? So there was just, those type of friends that just live in the moment. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like we just have this, okay, if I cross this person and whatsoever and stuff like that, there's jealousy, there's this and that and whatsoever. So yeah, I had to overcome it by literally removing like everyone. Really? Yeah, seriously. So yeah, that's how I overcame it.
For those where it's not obvious that they're jealous. Yeah. Because sometimes jealousy can be very hidden. Eh? Like, some people you would never know. Yeah. So my first question is, how did you identify that was their nature?
Okay. Sometimes you literally just see people. Yeah. Yeah. You understand? So you literally just see people, like their eyes can tell whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's points where like I can be playing and I can look at someone and then that person literally just stares at me like for no reason. Yeah. Then like, okay, what are you staring at? Then the next thing they're like, oh, you understand? They come back in their mood and whatsoever. So I go back and ask that person, like, what was that? It's like, I didn't even notice. I didn't even realize. Mm-hmm. Some other people, you just have like chats with them. You understand? You tell them your goal and whatsoever. They go around and go tell other people. Oh, wow. Oh, we're expecting this from Vigro. Or he's going to do this and this and that. So that's how I did notice.
Was it easy to get those people outside of your life? Or was it quite challenging? Because you were friends at some stage, right?
Yeah, it was quite challenging because of some of them I was working with them. Yeah. Yeah, so they became a part of my team. So I've known these people for like 5 years to like 6 years. Yeah, so it was never an easy thing. As much as like if I don't like something, I can like call in to order. But like you're just seeing like you whatever that you're just saying is not going anywhere. It was never easy. So there was a point where like I had to like put my foot down. It's like, you know what? I think let's just call it off. Yeah.
Okay. I've had times where I've had to do that
Yeah.
with friends.
Yeah.
And then I've had people when I tell them that,
Yeah.
oh yeah, or maybe they'll be like, oh, how is so and so? And I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
the season ended.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, I would have never thought. I thought you guys were like this.
Yeah.
And how do you navigate people who you, well, I don't know if you've ever had this. Have you ever had people in your life that you literally thought, yo, this is my friend for life?
Yeah.
And then they're not there anymore.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel? Even though you know the decision you made is right.
Yeah. You know, as much as I can have as many friends and also, but I always have a small room for disappointment.
Ooh.
Yeah. It is not everyone is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can have a friend, you can call them a best friend and whatsoever, but then just know even there are difficult times, they don't even think about you and whatsoever. You understand? So we are friends because of we in the zone, we see each other and stuff like that. So I think my number one rule is that I've made sure that you see wherever I'm at and with certain people, yeah, that's it. Like let's have fun, let's vibe. No jealousy, no bad vibes and stuff like that. But just know that as soon as I move away from you, don't think like I owe you to be that friend to you and whatsoever.
Okay.
So if you show it to me, I show it to you, but like you're not forced. Yeah. Because of the moment someone forces things to you and whatsoever, then they say, oh, I've did this for this. And you understand? Yeah, it's basically just comes with a lot of things. But like that's why I'm saying put that room, like love everyone, be humble, respect each other and whatsoever. But like just know that something can have a 10.
Yeah. So, as someone with natural hair, I know all about the joys and sometimes the struggles of not only achieving but maintaining healthy hair. That's why I started using Bella Vista. These products have been so healthy and nourishing for my hair that I'm more confident wearing less wigs and more of my hair out and natural styles like these braids. Bella Vista isn't just another beauty brand. It's a movement, honey. Their all-natural products are designed to tackle hair loss, alopecia, and dryness whilst keeping your hair thriving. I've got 4 of their products right here, and trust me, they deliver. Plus, they don't just do products for hair, also for your skin. But let's talk firstly about this extreme hair growth. It will have you saying goodbye to balding, graying, and dandruff. This powerhouse nourishes from root to tip. And I live by Jamaican castor oil all day, every day. It's great for thickening your hair and strengthening those roots. But also, you know me, honey. I'm all about luxury. This Caviar Luxury Hair Growth and Shampoo will also nourish your scalp, leave your hair moisturized, and best of all, strengthen your hair. If you're ready for real results, check out Bella Vista today because good hair days should be every day. Now, let's get back to the show. Is it a challenge making genuine connections as a person in your type of shoes?
Like how so?
As in like, you know, some people who've experienced certain levels of success. Yeah, whatever level of success that is. And when that success also comes with fame, there can be a lot of fake people who want to be your friends, etc. So then how... It's not about like how easy is it to identify genuine people, but I guess I'll just ask like, how do you identify genuine people?
Okay, a genuine person is someone who, because you know when you're literally making it and you're doing very well, you know that you get bored, right? Yeah, you'll be in the house. First thing you do, you pick up your phone, you call that one friend that you think is genuine. Yeah. So, now they must do it the other way around. So that's how you see genuine people. When you're chilling and you buy your home and whatsoever, that one person that thinks of you and say, I don't call you just for whatsoever. I was just checking on you. Are you fine? You good? Yeah, that's a genuine person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any of those, are they men? Because men's mental health is very important.
Yeah.
Do you have any guys that you are like, not only are they genuine friends, but they're also friends that you can really go deep in terms of like talking about some of life's challenges?
Yeah. So with me, I don't have friends that are my age.
Hey.
Yeah. So it's literally
everyone's older.
Yeah, everybody's older. Yeah, because
Okay.
that's why I learned experiences from where I take advices.
Yeah.
And then because of it's people who literally lived, so they won't lie to you. They literally And sometimes you even find older people that literally have jealous on you and how is he this young and then he's making it and whatsoever. So yeah, my friends are literally older than me. Yeah.
So they have that ability to have those conversations
Deep conversations,
Okay.
of like how life is and you understand what's the next step.
Okay. All right. Now you get to leave a question for our next guest.
Okay. Now, okay. Yo, I need to take this one proper.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay. Let me just say, who is the first girlfriend that got cheated?
What? I think I need a bit of context. Wait. Who?
Yeah, just me. So. Yeah, I'm serious. So the next person must answer this.
Okay, so
the first,
please.
the first girl that cheated on him. Yeah, like who is she?
Guys, can I just say, Vigro, are you making me cause trouble?
No, you're not causing trouble, trust me.
Because we both know who the next guest is. All right, well, I guess our guests are gonna have to just tune into the next episode to find out if that person answers that question. I mean, the ideal is we're gonna put a rule. It's a soft rule, You must answer the question. You must answer the question. We won't force you, but you must answer the question. All right. So the question you are leaving for our next guest is: who is the girlfriend that cheated on him? First.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want specifics? Do we want the name?
Yeah, you must literally say the name.
Okay.
Yeah, seriously.
Guys, Vigor is really trying to cause us. Okay. Well, we shall see. We shall see how that goes. So now we're on to our segment called Trending. And I want to ask you about Amapiano's growth in popularity and its growth in influence, right? It's grown so much bigger. So what is one trend that has come out of Amapiano that you love and one that you don't like so much?
Okay. It's a tough one of saying, hey, I don't like something because they're gonna come for me.
People can be like, what do you mean? Serious. You don't want me to do that?
Okay, but I think one that's overrated. What can I say? There's a song that literally played for long. Yeah. For long, and it trended for long. People were just dancing the same things. As soon as I got into TikTok, like it's the same dances. So I think that will be Chwalabam.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it was too much on my feet.
Yeah.
And then I'm not saying I don't like it, but then it was too much. Yeah. And then what trend I like? I think I would say that Biri Marung song. Yeah. Yeah, I like it because of it's a very easy dance, and I also liked the people that made the song.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a quick thing. That song came out when probably December, and everything just went all off. Yeah, and people are not trying, like, as much as how I've seen trends now, people are getting a bit too serious. Like, they're taking content serious now. Yeah, it's no longer about that thing of like we like they need to dance the same thing or do the same thing and whatsoever. So yeah.
Okay. That leads me nicely to my next question.
Yeah.
Because in Amapiano, sometimes artists make a song with the main idea being like, oh, the main goal being that it needs to go viral?
There's this trend in essay which I really don't understand.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's overrated. You see the 325 Gusheshis and stuff like that, like the BMW, the old BMWs. So it's a trend now where, like, as an artist, you need to have it.
Oh.
Wearing, like, what can I say? What do they call this clothes thing? Like, okay, we call it sporty and whatsoever. Like, they wear like old clothes. Like,
Old clothes?
Yeah, like, you'd say me being this age, but like I look like I'm very old or whatsoever. What's that trend? Yeah, they wear brand hoods and stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't say cavellas or whatsoever, but it's something. I don't, I don't. Yeah, but like they do that now, and it looks like a normal thing. Yeah, someone will go to a club wearing like that.
Oh, and as a guy who's into brands, you did say you love brands, you love clothing, etc. That must really piss you off.
It annoys me. Yeah, it annoys me. So, for an example, let's say because of my culture, I speak Spadi, right? So South Africa has what 9 or 11 languages? Is it 9 or 11 languages? Yeah. So I speak Spadi. So you find a Pedi person wearing a Zulu tribe culture. That person is not Zulu, but because of the trend. Yeah. So that's where it's not balancing. It's like, you know what?
So is that a thing you guys don't do in South Africa? So if you are from a particular tribe, you shouldn't be wearing something from another tribe?
Not that way, because of in a trend way, the way how the trend is going. Yeah. So you're not Zulu, but you're wearing things that even in your tribe, they're not there. Like, you understand? Yeah. So, yeah.
Your opinion on that is one of the reasons why you think that, because people might not have an understanding of what that clothing means or its significance, or it's just like, dude, no, it doesn't look good.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't look good. Like, it doesn't suit you. Like, just, don't do that, especially in a club. Like, those things that people are wearing and whatsoever, like our old grandpas and whatsoever stuff, they were wearing those kind of things. You wear it now, like, why?
The math is not mathing.
Yeah, it's serious.
All right. So Amapiano dance challenges,
Yeah.
they literally go hand in hand with Amapiano music.
Yeah.
And sometimes some producers or DJs or musicians will create music literally with that in mind. Do you think that changes the authenticity of the sound of the music and of the culture just to be creating a song just so it can become a viral dance challenge?
I think it's very wrong because of especially now social media, how it moves. People would literally make 30 seconds trend from TikTok, can be Instagram, can be whatever. It will be nice on that 30 seconds, but when you hear the actual song, like, it's not going anywhere. Yeah, you understand? So it's not a good thing. I prefer, like, just make the song trend, not the dance or whatsoever and stuff like that. Yeah, because of they even, like, people even forget you. They know you dance, but like they don't even know you because of you're not bringing your face up. You're bringing the dance up. Yeah. So people are gonna be focusing on what's happening on social media, not you as a person. That's why a lot of artists came out and then some vanished, and then
So we've seen a rise in the fusion of different sounds in Amapiano. Amapiano with house, with Afrobeats, with all these different types of sounds. Do you think that is a good thing for the genre, or do you think that it's best for Amapiano to stick to its authentic raw sound?
I think for the sound to reach like to be bigger, let me just say that it's good for the sound to merge with other genres. Like, for an example, Amapiano with Afrobeat. Yeah. So it can be a switch or whatsoever. Like, trust me, that will go. Yeah, the songs that we've done with Davido,
Yeah.
there's what and whatsoever. So yeah, it literally expand like the sound. So yes, it can stay true. But I feel like if it wants to like stay true, it should be an essay. Yeah, because essay there's different parts. There's where maybe probably you're in something. There's a township where it's literally like we play exclusive only.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when we remind ourselves of like, okay, this is the actual Amapiano.
Yeah.
But what happens after it comes out of South Africa, like it should just go anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's gonna clearly help it to continue
Yeah,
growing
to
more and more.
continue. Yeah.
Vigro Deep.
Yep.
This has been a really cool and fun conversation. One of the reasons that something that I haven't said is one of the reasons why I was like, yo, I can't wait to speak to you is at the end of Afro Nation 2023, you know, like the artist area at the back, you and Devin played.
Yeah.
Me, a bunch of people, including Shasha, were around you guys, yeah? You guys shut the place down so much that we couldn't stay on the floor. We went, there was like straw, because you know it's a beachy place. It was like straw, very nice straw outside furniture. The outside furniture. We were all jumping on that and we ended up breaking it. Your set was so lit.
Yeah.
So much so that I hope that I'm gonna see you in action again.
Oh yeah.
But this time I want to see you in action.
Yeah.
In South Africa.
Okay.
I want to see you in your home turf.
Oh yeah. I appreciate it. And then you need to come to SA. Yeah.
I will. Actually, one last thing I would actually want to know from you is what is the difference in performing at home?
Okay. The difference is I know how to balance the European market and the SA market.
Okay.
Or let's say Africa. Yeah. Because of there I'm more a bit like stronger. Yeah, here I can, balance. Because here, remember, there's something that I like to do. I like introducing sounds. Yeah, so if maybe there's something that I've made here, when I get here, I know there's a crowd that literally listens. Yeah, they're here to listen. So in SA, it's a bit of a culture. Like someone, when he sees Vigro in the name on the poster and stuff like that, like they're already expecting as in, we need fire here.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's all about that pressure. It's like, you know what, I have to play as Vigro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So-
come guns blazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna come, hopefully, and watch you one day performing in South Africa.
Yeah.
I'll be ready for the guns blazing. Vigro Deep, thank you so much for joining me and talking to me on with Nyasha Michelle.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
All right.